Hello everybody and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, snow, rain, storms, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Recording this on Friday, December the 22nd at about 7:23 in the morning. And I want to take you back, before we get into all this, take you back about a week ago when there were computer models. And this is a lesson here that I want to share with everybody, because you're going to see all this, you see this every winter now on Facebook and on Twitter and all social media. You're going to see these maps. They're going to be these fancy computer model maps, and they're going to be shared everywhere. And they're not forecasts. That's the important thing. These are not forecasts. Those are, I like it when people make their own forecasts. But these are just models that are generated by computers. And they're shared all over. And about a week ago, it showed a glacier down to Mexico, basically. Honduras was going to get snow. Cuba was going to have a foot of snow, basically. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but I mean, it just blanketed the entire North America down into Central America with a glacier. And then a lot of the meteorologists out there said, just wait, there's something there. And I said, when the models are showing things like that, I try to figure out how the best way to describe that. There was something lurking. And there's something that was going to happen. We don't know exactly how or exactly where, but we knew it wouldn't happen like that. But we knew there was something lurking. And lo and behold, I think we see now what is lurking. And some people are going to be happy, some people are not. But we got a lot of rain, and I've got a lot of maps to go over. And I'm going to show you, yes, we do have snow lurking for some of you. Not all of you, some of you. But most of this is going to be rain. And it's going to be heavy rain. Flash flood watch is in effect for about the southeastern half of the state, which includes the metro. Ashley and Chico counties not under the flash flood watch, but be careful down there. It's amazing. Right in the gut of where the extreme drought is, which is right in here. And there's even some up here, but that'll come down as well. But when the dam breaks, look out. And that's what I've been telling you, when all of a sudden you're going to switch this and go into a wetter weather pattern. This is a low risk. I hate this. It's going to pop up. It's going to say margin. I hate that word when it comes to severe weather. It's just not a good way to describe it. I try to keep things as simple as possible. Very low risk for strong to severe thunderstorms, not even a slight risk. So, and we see that with the models right in there. This is the HRRR showing the heavy rain all day today. And then on the backside, tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, look at this out here towards Oklahoma City. So if you have plans to go I-40 west of Fort Smith, west of Van Buren, towards Oklahoma City, look out. Especially up I-44, the turnpike through Tulsa, then on up into Missouri, right in that corridor. That's where, if you have travel plans, you need to pay attention to the forecast. Even if you're doing I-40, I-40 Nashville, Memphis to Little Rock, and then up to Fort Smith, all this here, very, very wet, ponding on the roads, clogged storm drains on those state highways. So please, you got leaves, it may not be cleared out, so please just use caution. So this is the RPM, and I've showed this to you a couple of times. And I've said it's always the last one to the party. Remember yesterday, it just showed rain for the southeast half, and I said, no, I think it's going to be more extensive than that, and there's going to be a mixture up in northwest Arkansas. But it had nothing like that whatsoever. I mean, and I said, once you get within 24 hours, the RPM's like, huh, what? Okay. It goes to what all the other models are showing. There it is, 5 o'clock this afternoon, rain and thunderstorms. And now it's picking up on, there it is. This is at midnight tonight. You see the rain-snow mix out here across Oklahoma, central and eastern. It'll probably be a little bit more extensive than that west of the state. But look what it's doing tomorrow morning. It's showing that those northern 2 rows of counties up to about north central Arkansas right there, you're going to have rain, snow mix, possibly all snow in areas. And I would not be a bit surprised to see winter weather advisories issued for far northwest Arkansas on up into Missouri and into this portion. That's going to be the path. I'm going to show you snowfall accumulations in just a little bit. But right now, that does appear. Let me see if I can get my arrow here. This corridor right here If you're doing any traveling, that's where we're looking for snowfall accumulations, even maybe a little bit further back into here. All right, so then that moves away, we dry out, and there's going to be some clouds. You see those flurries coming across? This is Sunday morning, which is what, Christmas Eve? This is the RPM. You see that? Up here in the, Missouri and Illinois. This is what was showing come down into maybe northern Arkansas at one point with some snow flurries on Christmas Eve. While it's still possible, it's not a very good chance. How much rain? Duck hunters are happy, happy, happy. 2, 3, 4 inches of rain right there. And unfortunately, that's right along the I-40 corridor, right in there. So that I-40 corridor, again, going to get soaked. I-30, you know, everybody's going to get rain, but that seems like that's going to be the heaviest. So this is the NAM, which has been leading the way. It was an outlier, but it has been leading the way with what was going to happen. You can't deny that. I mean, it's been pretty consistent with it. Now everything is trending that way. But you see Oklahoma City. You see how more extensive this is out here towards Oklahoma City. This is at 12:30, and then watch what happens over northwest Arkansas. Now, this shows basically the same thing, snow, but surrounding that a rain-snow mix. It's more aggressive with that than any of the other models. And all the heavy rain by tomorrow morning is off towards the east. We're getting, looks like dry slotted in here. So that moves out, and we're back to some partly to mostly cloudy skies for the rest of the weekend and turning colder. All right, and I got GFS, but I think this is the GFS. This is the GFS. So this is at 9:30 tonight, and here we go again, trending towards that NAM. You got heavy rain in some locations, and then on that northern fringe, that's the 32-degree line, which will probably collapse more into where that snow is, like that. But anyway, so from southwest Oklahoma through Oklahoma City, and then again, you see that band northwest of the state, right along I-40, then especially I-44 up through northeastern Oklahoma. Is that Miami, Oklahoma? And then on up through central Missouri, St. Louis. That's your snow band. And then it moves away. And there goes that one little shot of snow up towards the north. Snowfall amounts. This is the European computer model. I will caution you, of course, with specifics on this, that you can't take these literally, but look at the location of the snow. The thing that I would caution you about this as well, and I'm always thoughtful and mindful of what happened during the big Southeast Conference snowstorm a couple of weeks ago. That's what I call it, the Southeast Conference snowstorm. The European looked much like this with small snowfall amounts, and then all of a sudden you saw swaths of much heavier snow. So showing generally under 1 inch. This is the GFS showing generally under 1 inch. This is the RPM showing generally under 1 inch. And that's not what I meant to do. I did not mean to show that. Sorry about that. That was caught in there. And I don't know why I don't have the NAM loaded up in there, but there's other models that show more than that. And that's the thing you have to be careful of up there on that, with the computer models. You get some of those heavy wet snow bands, and there could be some isolated higher amounts, especially the higher elevations. Again, this hasn't happened yet. There are no guarantees in weather, but as I've been telling you, you looked at the computer models a week ago, and we knew something was lurking. We knew there would not be a glacier to Cuba. I'm exaggerating, of course, with what the computer models are saying, but I mean, when you have a computer model that far out with a pattern that's as chaotic as it is, it's never going to verify 7 days out. So we said, let's just watch this and see how it turns out, and that's how it's going to turn out. So you've got most of Arkansas sitting here going, well, northwest Arkansas, not this year. Could things change? Gosh, I hope so. I hope that upper low dives further towards the south. There's more cold air involved, and it comes down into central Arkansas, and the whole state gets in on a little bit of snow. And some of you are sitting there going, no, Todd, I don't need the snow. I've got things I got to do. But that's just, I can't control the weather. So I can just forecast it and hope things happen that way. But, as I said on Twitter, my goal here, I would rather be last and right than always first and wrong. And that's I think the approach that I hope that you see that I'm taking with all this. It's a very cautionary approach because it incites a lot of when you see those maps that show just ungodly amounts of snow. I mean, it had a foot of snow way down into Texas. And one of these days, that thing is going to be right. And everybody's going to hoot and holler, oh, I told you. But, 99 out of 100 times, No, but we knew what the computer models were saying was that, yeah, it's going to get colder, and something was lurking. And that was the word that I used, I think, several days ago. Something was lurking. And I think we now know what was lurking. And we're going to see pictures coming out of Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas, up into Missouri of some wet snowflakes. And there it is. So we'll see how it plays out. I mean, things always change. We're within 24 hours, confidence is building. So, but, you know, Mother Nature always has the last laugh sometimes. We're going to keep you updated here on the Arkansas Weather Blog, the No Hype Zone. Have a great one, everybody. Merry Christmas.